Welcome to Páirc for the County Intermediate Football Championship Final, which is sponsored by the Eco Kildorrery Western Macroom. The game has been played here will be played under fabulous conditions here today, which is Sunday, the 17th of October 2010. Kildorrery team are now coming out on the field, and there's a guard of honour being formed by the young players from both Kildorrery and Macroom. These are under 12 players. Forming a guard of honour there for the Kildorrery team, who are now getting their photograph taken. And here we have the Macroom team after getting their photograph taken. As I say, conditions perfect here today in Páirc for this Intermediate County Football Championship Final. Now, a lot at stake here for both clubs. Kildorrery won the county junior football title in 1978, and Macroom, to their credit, have 10 county senior championships to their credit, county senior football championships. Today's game is being refereed by James Doggan for Nemo Rangers, and there the ball thrown in, and Macroom first on the attack, down into the corner there, where it's been picked up by Kildorrery player and cleared. As I say, a lot at stake here for two clubs today. Kildorrery, I suppose, have got to, I think they got to 3 county finals. As I said, they won the junior football title in 1978, and in 1979 they reached the Intermediate Football Championship final to be beaten by Adrigole. Then in 1981 they won the Intermediate Championship by defeating Glenmore in the final. And today's team actually have lost 2 county finals recently, when they were defeated by Kennedy in the junior county final, and they also lost an intermediate county final to Carrigaline. So a lot at stake there for Kildorrery. As I say, Macroom have a sideline ball here, which has been taken by Michael Cahill, and Macroom last won the county intermediate football championship in 1990. Have we won before in 1982, and as it says, 20 years since Macroom last won the championship. And there's a connection between actually both teams and selectors, because back in 1982, selectors on that day were there's a great point there going over the bar from Sean Coyley. In 1982, for Patrick Gould, Don McMahon, Timmy McSweeney, Brendan Keneally, and the late Jimmy Deasy, and the captain of the team on that day was the late Tom Crin. And then when they won the Intermediate Championship last in 1990, the selectors were Dennis Cronin, Brendan Keneally, Timmy McSweeney, Tim O'Sullivan, and Coleman Corrigan, and the captain that day was John O'Connor. So you can see there's a resemblance between the 2 wins, because some of today's selectors were also involved back there. Brendan Keneally being involved in both teams, and also Coleman Corrigan being involved as well. And today's trainer of the team is Noel Toomey, who played in the 1990 team that won the county title. Now James O'Connell here is about to take a kick out from Macroom. James is one of the longest serving members of this intermediate team, and having played his first game actually played senior football when he was at the age of 16. Here he comes with a kick out from Macroom. As I said, conditions are ideal here today in Páirc for this final, and a lot at stake. Kildorrery here on the attack again. Michael Cahill there breaks up to the attack, and here comes into the hands of Owen O'Mahony, who gets down to Philip Corrigan, and he pulls it down into the corner. Macroom here on the attack now again. The ball is blocked up by Kildorrery, who now on the counter-attack up the field. I say Macroom, a great club with a great tradition. The holders of 10 counties senior football championship titles, and hopefully that they will be able to go on and win this match here today and bring it back up into the Premier Intermediate grade in 2011. we now hand you over to Paddy Palmer and Jim Nolan, who'll give you commentary on the remainder of the match.
Football Championship final. It's Macroom and Kildorrery. Match commentator is Paddy Palmer, and he's joined in the commentary box by Jim Nolan.
5 minutes gone here, Rory, in the, as you said, the intermediate football final between Macroom and Kildorrery, and it's the Macropians who lead courtesy of a Sean Coyley point. That point coming in the second minute of play. At the moment there's a break in play because of an injury to one of the Kildorrery men. It gives us an opportunity to give you the team on this famous day for both of these clubs. Kildorrery first, Brendan Hannon has recovered to take his place among the between the posts after that clash in the semi-final against Éireoga. The full back line, Sean Kelly, Tom Paul Murphy and John Crimmin. The half back line, Jerry McCarthy, Mickey Walsh and Richie McInerney. The midfield pairing is McInerney, I should say, Shane Fitzgerald and Andrew O'Brien, and Andrew O'Brien picks himself up. The half forward line, John Howard, Dave White and Eamon O'Connor. The full forward line, Tom Monaghan, Mike Monaghan and Dave Kelly. And we are watching the line ball being taken by Kildorrery from their own defensive formation. They bring it and they win it to midfield, where they give it quickly as far as Eamon O'Connor, number 12 in his back. O'Connor playing it deep into the corner where it should be gathered by Dave Kelly. Kelly goes to ground, he is fouled about 55-65 metres out. The man has been turned upside down, and the referee spot that one. I think he's calling over, well, he's not, no, he's just saying to play on, and the Shane Fitzgerald, the Garda, plays it deep into the corner, but this time it should have run off for a wide ball. The Macroom team line out as follows. James O'Connell is their goalkeeper. A few changes in their team from the team that entered the match programme because Peter Lynch failed the fitness test before the game. He's unable to play, and the full back line is Barry O'Donnell, Ono Maney and Rory Buckley. The half back line is Michael Cahill, Sean Coyle, or Philip Corrigan and Kieran Murphy, I should say. The midfield pairing is Fintan Gould and Sean Kiley. The half forward line, as we look at it, is Sean Darragh Quinlan, Gary Morris and Tony Dineen. The full forward line is just checking to see Brendan Lynch has gone from one corner to the other. David Gould is at full forward and Nolan Murphy is on top of the left. The ball is won in the middle of the park and then dropped by the Macropians. They've earned themselves a free right in that particular landmark, and Gary Morris was the player that was fouled. Morris playing it deep in the corner, trying to find Murphy up there, and will he succeed in finding Nolan Murphy, who has scored 5 points thus far in the championship? He has, and a lovely ball by Murphy inside as far as Sean Darragh Quinlan, but Darragh Quinlan is fouled, and away comes Ricky Walsh. A lovely ball down the wing, but unfortunately for him it goes out over the sideline on the open stand side of the field here in Páirc with the 6 or 7 minutes gone here. I'm joined by Jim Nolan. Macroom leading by a point to no score.
Yeah, and just about deserved that lead, Paddy, I'd say. And as you were saying, I think actually Fintan Gould has actually played at centre back, as you were saying earlier. I think just for the throw in, he went to midfield. Changed on the Macroom team. Macroom have had the more chances. They're playing their faster football, but possession wise 50-50. Kildorrery coming out middle of the field vital here, Paddy. The physical strength of Shane Fitzgerald, who scored 1-3 from play against Éireoga, and Andrew O'Brien midfield. I think Macroom will have to make sure they can handle that today, because if these Kildorrery forwards get ball, they are very dangerous.
Yeah, the banker Tom Monaghan has been fouled out by the 45 metre line. It's a free in, and the man taking that free is John Howard, wearing the number 10 jersey. The free to be taken about now he decides to leave it behind. I think is going to be Andrew O'Brien on the left hand side of the pitch. At the right hand side of the pitch, a left footed kicker right on the 45 metre line, a metre in from the sideline. Will he have to replace the flag or change the flag? No, he doesn't. He just goes strolls back towards the Gordon is standing over on the far side of the field. He'll be striking this off his left foot at the moment, though. He's watching his side, trailing by a single point, the only score in the game, and that coming early from Kiley. The kick is in, ain't going to find the target, but is in around the danger area. Monaghan's rising, and a fist from him out for a wide ball. It's the second wide, I think, from the killer. The third wide for Kildorrery, and the score remains a point and no score. And we're told that a few people that are listening to us, Ned Monaghan is listening in Connecticut. His two neighbours are starting for Kildorrery, and of course that's Tom and Mike. And also the Border Fox has been on to us to say hello. He has flown in from England, this time of his own accord, and he wants to say hello to a number of people out around the scattered out around various parts of the world from Kildorrery. Ruth O'Connor and Kieran O'Connor and Paddy Hanley there in New Zealand as we watch this 45 to be taken here. I'll come to Jim Nolan in a minute about this. The 45 to be taken by Andrew O'Brien, Stevie Coughlin and Peter O'Brien in Australia, John and Sean O'Connor in Boston, and the 45 on its way from O'Brien. What's he going to do with it? Will it tail over, I wonder? Will it what? It's over the bar. It's a mighty strike from Andrew O'Brien over the bar. It went off from 45 metres. The sides are level. Kildorrery and Macroom, and what a unique and special day for both of those clubs. The last time the Macroom won anything of any great note was back in 1990, and a number of the people that played that day are involved with the team management today. We have to go back to I think 1981 before we talk about a major county championship win for the men of Kildorrery. That day they beat Glanmire in the intermediate championship and went up and played senior for a couple of years, and then their first year up they beat Bishopstown. The kick out is on its way. The sides are level a point apiece in the evening. It goes, what a clash there as two players clash into each other. Don't tell me that misfortune is going to befall Kildorrery once again, because down injured there is Shane Fitzgerald after clashing with David White, and to clash with David White any day of the week ain't easy. But Shane Fitzgerald, who was a massive game in the semi-final against Ayr Oak, is down injured at the moment, and certainly, Jim, that would be a major cause of concern for any team, but to lose a midfielder of this note.
He was outstanding in the game against Ayr Oak. He scored 1-3 from play, superb goal late in the game. And the worry here, I thought a knock he got in the side or something, but I think it looks as if the physio is looking at his leg and he seems to be in severe pain, his hands in his head. But hopefully he'll be able to continue, but it doesn't look very good at the moment.
Yeah, we're after discovering that one of these guys that are listening out in Australia has after picking up a partner for the evening. So Lisa Capeless in Sydney is with Stephen Coughlin, and the comment is up the hill, and Kildorrery at the moment the sides level. A major concern though is the injury to the man out in the middle of the field. And I can just look back at that county final of 2007 when Mike Monaghan was injured in more or less the same spot and had to come off, but hopefully on this occasion and the Macroom walks over and picks him up off the ground. A nice sporting gesture from Killick Philip Corrigan there, and nice to see that kind of stuff going on. He's visibly shaken, but hopefully he won't have to go off the field, and not in the greatest state of health right now, let me tell you, as the medical staff are in there keeping an eye on him. As the scoreboard, as I said, a point apiece here, and remember after this game we're going to have that intriguing intermediate hurling final between the west and the southeast, Kilbritton and Ballygavin on that occasion. Here it's mid versus north, and the referee is going to restart it by throwing the ball in between a player from either side. As those of you who are not here, just I'll keep you up to date on the fitness of that Kildorrery midfielder, and it ain't great at the moment, and it's the ball is won by Kildorrery, tearing down the middle, an opportunity for them. Monaghan may get it, but instead it goes towards Dave Kelly. Kelly's laying it off, and straight through the middle, an absolutely belt went in there, a shot went in, but down on the ground is David White, and not too sure what happened there, but he was the pass went off like a shot. Dave Kelly laid it off to him, and as soon as White got it, it was he was laid out. He went tearing through the middle, and the Macroom stood and said, "You don't go any further." He's laid out, and the medical lady Claire Goff, I think is the Caroline Goff, I think is the lady in question, is the busier of the two physios. This is certainly a bit of a disaster from the point of view of Kildorrery. The sides did level a point apiece, Jim.
Two very important players. Shane Fitzgerald, even though he hasn't come off, he's walking around still limping. I think he's trying to walk it off. Sometimes you get knocking the ankle, and after a few minutes it might be okay. Not looking great from at the moment. Dave White, a crucial player also of Kildorrery, plays a centre forward, and he's down now after getting a knock. Actually, he took that pass on the way in from David Kelly, and but he got tackled at the time, dropped the ball. Dave Kelly had a shot that went wide, but Dave White is now down the ground. Another concern for Kildorrery.
Yeah, and we've just another bit of contact this time from Western Australia. Sean Noonan and Brian Lee are sending best wishes to the people of Kildorrery. Obviously the Macroom are all at home. Nobody had to immigrate out of that town, but up around Kildorrery way, obviously quite a few of them have travelled to various parts of the world. Right now they're the major concern for their centre half forward. This guy is a tough operator, and were anything to happen to him again, as we said earlier on, it would be a bit of a disaster. He's going to stay in at full forward. That's the resting bay at the moment for the Kildorrery players, and keeping an eye on him is Rory Buckley. Rory's whose grandfather Tommy Brown played for the Macroom team that won the County Senior Football Championship in 1935, and of course Macroom winning that particular grade of football 10 times in their history. The last one in 1962. The ball has gone out for a wide ball, and the score remains a point apiece. The wides tally 3-2 in favour of Kildorrery, if we can use that, and play will resume with a kick out from the veteran goalkeeper, that is Brendan Hannon. The goalkeeper on the Macroom side, James O'Connell, certainly he has given more than his fair share of service to this Macroom team. The Ronan Sheehan, he's the team coach of Mallow, probably a little bit down Kildorrery. The Mallow men a little bit down after his clubs defeat yesterday to Noosastown in the Intermediate Football Championship. John Pickett, Liam O'Sullivan and Vincent Gearn are the people that are assisting in the cause of Kildorrery on this occasion. The kick out is on his way. Who's going to gather it? I think it touched the hands of Andrew O'Brien before it went out over the sideline. It's a line ball. A game that has yet to kick into action. The line ball is 45 metres out and it's taken towards Gary Morris. Morris, the newlywed Garda, heading towards the 30-metre line. He's on his way in. Can he put it onto his left foot? I think he can, and he will, and he puts it over the bar, and that's a good point for Gary Morris. He has now scored 1-6 in the championship of 2010, and means that Macroom now lead by 2 points to 1, and a very good score by Gary Morris, and another long-serving campaigner operating at centre forward today. A beautiful kick off the left foot from the right wing, Jim.
Yeah, ball played out wide in the right wing. Gary Morris beat his man for speed. He is lively, this guy. Got the ball, turned his man, went in and tapped it over the bar. A nice simple score, but a very good score from Macroom.
Play will so we are told that somebody that has got it to be missing the match, but thank God for C103 listening in Brisbane, and thanks to from Amy Monaghan down there. Here though, the ball is carried forward. I wonder she's still happy right now, because Kylie's going through. A shot coming in for Kylie. The goalkeeper makes a splendid save at the expense of a point, and over the bar it goes. Brendan Hannon had to be at the best. Kylie tore through the middle, let it off as he was coming in along the left, if you like, and he left it off at his right foot. The goalkeeper Hannon, the village man, was up to the challenge. He put it over the bar. It all means that Macroom now leading 3 points to 2. We notice we're just keeping an eye on David White. He's come out to centre half forward, 3 points to 1. He's come out to centre half forward once again, so Monaghan has gone into full forward and play will resume. The scoreboard: Macroom 3 points, Kildorrery 1, and we are something like 15 minutes gone in the first half here. Oh, wonderful catch by Eamon O'Connor. He is grounded, and a free will be to the Kildorrery men right between the 45 and the 65. That is their own 45 and 65, and going back to take it, Richie McInerney and McInerney, I should say, McInerney down the left hand side towards Monaghan's side. Monaghan is fouled, and that means there's going to be a free in, and the free to be taken. Will it be moved in a little bit? It's about 45 metres out. It's already on its way towards the small man inside the corner, but this time he doesn't get it. I'll tell you who does though. It's a Kieran Murphy. His father Paddy is the chairman of the Macroom club, and out they come with it, and Fintan Gould has it now, operating centre back, and Fintan Gould, a lovely pass out as far as O'Mahony, and up the field it goes. Macroom are attacking, but it should be cut off up there, and would you believe it, there's another Kildorrery man on the turf as they gain possession though. John Hout has it for Kildorrery, trying to bring Monaghan into it down in the corner, and that's Tom Monaghan, and Tom Monaghan is on his way, driving forward. His brother is outside him. He ain't seeing any brother right now. He's made a great run in. He strikes it, takes a deflection out for a 45, and down injured over there. It'll be out for a 45. It was a great run by Tom Monaghan coming in. Probably he's soling in with the left. He had to kick it from with his right foot, probably not the best foot in the world, and we'll check. Is it Sean Kelly that's possibly down injured over there on the far side of the field, but another good attack for the Kildorrery men, trailing by 2 points.
Yeah, it looks like another injury, another ankle injury. It's amazing. 3 leg injuries for Kildorrery so far. He went down. In fairness to the lad, he tried to get up, and he fell again. So I think he could be in a small bit of bother as well. Just watching out around the middle of the field, Shane Fitzgerald is running off that knock a bit, but I can see he isn't as mobile as he should be. I think he's very worried about it. He's still limping a little bit as he walks around. Injury worries for Kildorrery. Very unfortunate.
Yes, and the medical staff, this is the third Kildorrery player, would you believe, that has been afflicted by injury, and the first 2 are still in a little bit of trouble. Not to mind the right corner back, who is down there now, and the latest we've got is a good news here for the Everton fans as they lead Liverpool 1-0. Now a very happy couple down in West Cork. The husband is a Liverpool supporter. He's gone to the pub watching that match, and he sent his wife all the way to Thurles to watch the Tipperary Senior Hurling semi-final. They are the ways of keeping marriages together down Bandon Way. At the scoreboard here, 3 points to 1, and we watch this 45 to be taken by Andrew O'Brien, and thankfully the injury has cleared up, and Andrew O'Brien is on his way off his left foot. Can he bring it between the posts? He's already bought one. Can he bring another? I wonder. We wait for a flag. We've got a flag, and O'Brien has pointed 2:45 for Kildorrery. It's Macroom 3, Kildorrery 2, and we are 16 minutes in, is it, or something like that, 18 minutes into the first half here of this game. A fast kick out, he thought about it, that was James O'Connell, but no, he decided to move back in the side and hit it long out around the middle of the park. Some rare battling going on there between Sean Kiley and Philip Corrigan, the Macrompians, and of course Shane Fitzgerald and Andrew O'Brien, the Kildorrery men. Kick out is on its way. Kildorrery 2.5 miles from the Limerick border, and the ball is breaking down. He's killed Macroom and running out with. This is good play by Macroom. The gatherer there is Michael Cahill, and Cahill, the UCC student, is fouled in the right half back position. The Gould calls for it. He's going to let it off. Oh, it's a beautiful ball and struck superbly by Fintan Gould, but it should be taken up there, and the man that takes it is the aforementioned Sean Kelly, recovered from the injury. Give it to Shane Fitzgerald. Shane Fitzgerald down there to Mike Monaghan, and Tom Monaghan, I should say Tom Monaghan, he's off again, the very same as the last time. Still moving forward. He has to cut inside before he throws it onto the left foot. He did cut inside, he threw it onto the left foot, and he threw it over the bar from Tom Monaghan. What a point by Monaghan, the side, the level, splendid stuff, and it all started with a wonderful move by the right cornerback Sean Kelly, who intercepted the long ball from Fintan Gould. Size level, 3 points apiece. Nobody complaining now.
Great work by Sean Kelly. A long ball up the field to Tom Monaghan, and he got out quickly ahead of Rory Buckley, who's been ploughed there specifically to mark him. But this guy Tom Monaghan is a very good player. Won the ball, rounded his man, ran in. In fairness to the defence, they held him up, but he turned out and kicked a superb score.
Yeah, and just checking now on the marker over there. I think maybe we'll keep an eye on that. The ball is breaking around the middle of the path, and we can tell you now that it's the Kildorrery men are attacking. Mike Monaghan this time. Can he gather it? And Monaghan is moving forward, wearing the number 14 and is back 36 years of age. And remember, he is fouled, and the free is going to be in to the Kildorrery men. And this is an opportunity for them maybe to go level or go ahead for the first time in the match. James Doggan for Nemo Rangers is the rator. It means the free taking skills of Andrew O'Brien will be summoned into play once again, and this is an opportunity for O'Brien to put, as I say, Kildorrery into the lead. What a day it will be for either of them. Barring a draw will be certainly the place to be tonight if you want a little bit of celebration. Macroom or Kildorrery. And I was being told earlier on that Rogue, who have their big homecoming tonight with Bog the Donkey and Sam Maguire. Somebody passing me here, Bog the Donkey seems to be more important than Sam Maguire. Maybe he is up around there. Is it over the bar? It is. And it's a mighty kick and a mighty free from Andrew O'Brien, who has now shot 3. It's 4 points to 3 in favour of Kildorrery. And as we're talking about Rogue, their president Johnny Brady is hospitalised at the moment, but hopefully efforts will be made that he can get his hands on that Sam Maguire. He waited a long time for it to come to Cork. He waited even longer for it to come to Rogue. Tonight though he'll be missing. He'll be in their thoughts and in their prayers, and the kick out will come from the goalkeeper. That is from Macroom, James O'Connell from the railway view part of the town. What a catch by Fintan Gould, the centre back. Gould is going forward, surely fouled. The referee concurs, and James Doggan blows the whistle. It's going to be a free 65 metres out from the Kildorrery goal, 8 or 9 metres in, well probably less, 4 metres in from the covered stand side of the field here as Macroom play towards the Blackrock goal. It's taken quickly, hoping to bring another player into it. Now Macroom running into a little bit of trouble, but he comes back as far as Gould once again, and he throws a lovely pass outside, where take it forward is his cousin Philip Corrigan, and Philip Corrigan from 45 metres out, unfortunately for him, and Macroom doesn't find the target. It wasn't far off it though, no remonstrations or anything like that. You just do your best when you're out here, and certainly these players, this is what it's all about, the honour and pride of representing your town or your village. Macroom a town, what do they call it? Kildorrery, a spot up there in North Cork, but a famous spot it could be before this day is over. 4-3 right now, 22 first half minutes gone in the Evening Echo sponsored Intermediate Football Championship for Kildorrery. They don't want to make it 3 defeats in 4 years. Remember the heartbreak in 2007 when they lost to Canavee, and a year later in the Intermediate Championship when they lost to Valley Rovers. Now they're a point ahead, but we're in the early stages of this one, and a massive catch again by O'Brien. What a man as he gathers this one and lets it down the field. He's trying to find Monaghan. Can he get him? Monaghan breaks it off. Where is taken by John Howell, and John Howell from Ballybody is moving forward, and he can put it onto a left footer. He may leave it out to Monaghan. Monaghan catches it, and that's Tom Monaghan running into a bit of trouble, but give it back to Howell, and Howell, they're both left footers. They drop it in around this square area, and is breaking down into Mike Monaghan. Was his leg held, I wonder? No, he breaks it out as far as Shane Fitzgerald. Shane Fitzgerald is a player outside him. It's going to be a free out, I would imagine. That's what it is. And the Macrompians did great defensive work on that occasion, and they caused, if you like, the Kildorrery man to hold on to the ball too long, and Corrigan has taken the free from Fintan Gould, and he's behind his own 65 metre line. A lovely left footed ball up the field, but it should be cut off. Oh, I thought it was going to be cut off. The goalkeeper is going to have to be brave and get out for this one. Bravery was never one of his problems, and well, I was going to say what he did there. He threw the ball across the square, a hand pass, and now they've earned themselves a free. Kildorrery, will they be happy that John Crimmin was fouled on that occasion after the hand pass that Brendan Hannon gave just to check to know was he alive? He certainly is.
Yeah, I think Macroom were trying a lot of long ball into their full forward. line, but so far the Kildorrery full back line, Sean Kelly in particular, Cutty across there, John Crimmon, they're playing exceptionally well. Another Kildorrery player down, but I think round the middle of the field, I think Andrew O'Brien, as well as kicking 2 very good 45s and a free kick, is also dominating a small bit in the air. He's very strong there. I think Macroom, will have to watch that, because if Kildorrery get the ball, particularly Tom Monaghan, Mike Monaghan has got some good ball inside the full forward, they're going to cause problems.
Yeah, another injury to Kildorrery down again. I'll check and see who that is in a moment, but as I was telling you, the next match here at 4 o'clock is between Kilbritton and Ballygavin in the intermediate hurling final, and right now there's a special guest on their way from Kilbritton, 90 years of age. This particular lady is Mary Butler, on her way to watch Kilbritton today, hopefully from her point of view, and all out there winning the intermediate hurling championship. They say at times that the GA doesn't mean an awful lot of people. 90 years of age and you decide to head from your home down in the west to come to Páirc. Well, that's all that needs to be said about that particular lady and that particular club. Right now it's Kildorrery 4, Macroom 3. We haven't to score for a while. Now the ball is played towards once again Andrew O'Brien. Was he grounded? The answer is in the affirmative, and the free is going to be behind his own 45. Is taken quickly to O'Brien. This is good play. The man that was taken, I think, was McEnroe, as he gives it, runs into trouble. Andrew O'Brien, he's grounded there, and he ain't going any further because there's a couple of players falling and dropping and being helped to fall and drop. I think the referee James Dawg is telling them to cool it down a little bit. Why he gave a free to Macroom, ain't too sure about that, but it's Philip Corrigan that's standing it over. The UCC will bring it forward now a little bit because somebody would move out of his place, so the free is in the middle of the park and is laid out as far as Sean Kiley coming forward. His father would be happy with the performance of Macroom yesterday evening. He a native of that particular town and has played up towards Sean Dara Quinlan, the UCC man, back as far as Kiley, and he lordied forward. Where's this one going to land, I wonder? It ain't going to be too far off the target, but nonetheless it's out for a wide ball. It's 4 wides to 3 in favour of Macroom. It's 4 points to 3 in favour of Kildorrery, and we have 25 minutes of first half action gone here. The scoring mightn't be the highest order, but there's some serious commitment to this cause, Jim.
Yeah, we were talking about the midfield battle a while ago, and I can see where Philip Corrigan now has gone to centre half back and Fintan Gould has been moved out, and Andrew O'Brien.
So an interesting move there as well, spotted by Jim Nolan. That could be an interesting duel before the day is out, and is the goalkeeper, that is Brendan Hennessy, going to test him out earlier on. Intelligence takes over and he lets it off to the far side of the field. Who's going to break it down? Shane Fitzgerald into the waiting hands over there. I'll tell you what happened now. It broke down as far as Jerry McCarthy. He kicked it off under Macroom fellas and went out over the line. There's a line ball behind the Kildorrery 65-metre line as they play towards the Blackrock goal, rising superbly. Both is Cahill, and Cahill was fouled there by Mike Monaghan. The free is going to be Macroom from between their own 45 and 65, and take it as Corrigan. Once again it's been moved forward, a little bit of indiscipline creeping into the Kildorrery side, and the referee punishing it. Corrigan taking a return pass and laying it off now where it comes to Kiley driving forward, giving it aside to David Gould gathering it, and Gould putting it onto his right foot and just towing it, just unfortunately goes out. Now I thought there should be a 45 there because surely there was a block down in it. The Macrompians are saying it to the referee James Dawgan. He's not listening. It matters nothing. It's 5 wides to 3, but there was probably a touch on that one, but nonetheless great defending by Kildorrery as they lead by a point.
Good move by Macroom, but good defending. But you said I think it was definitely a 45. There was a slight tip. The ball seemed to be over the bar, but just as it left the boot, tip, put it about a foot wide. But the umpire didn't give it, so it's not going to be given. Paddy, that's it.
Yes, indeed. The play will resume with a kick out, as I say, from Brendan Hannon, who comes from the village. There's a couple of famous townlands up around the Kildorrery area. They're down in Macroom as well, but they're mostly estates down there. The kick out will be on its way. Landmark situations. Who's going to gather this one? I think it's going to be not Gary Morrissey, but Molan Murphy, who's moved out from corner forward to wing forward right now and gathering possession. Moving forward is Sean Kiley once again. He's in the inside the 45. He's moving toward the 20-metre line, out by the cover stand side of the field. He's putting on the brakes before he plays it out, and we watch this when Gary Morris has it. Gary Morris gives it out as far as Michael Cahill. A lovely ball across to Fintan Gould. Fintan Gould is between almost 45 metres off from goal, and there's an opportunity here now for this one to be gathered. I'll tell you who's taking it forward is none other than Olin Murphy, and the ball is given away by Macroom, if you like, or taken forward, and there was a nod there, but a great bit of defensive play by Macroom. They get it out, but only to be won back by Sean Kelly, and Sean Kelly, lovely ball. I think there's Fitzgerald that has it right now in the middle of the park for the mid from Kildorrery, and coming forward. This time he got the free. He was trying for a while, Dave Kelly, and the free is about 40 odd metres out from goal as the linesman comes in to check with the referee James Dawgan to know how much time that's going to be added to the allocated 30 minutes. So the free tee to be taken by and Richie McIntyre leave it behind now though for Andrew O'Brien to take it now. It's outside the compass, I would say, of Andrew O'Brien. It's about 60 metres out from goal, to be quite frank about it. I would imagine that this is going to be a big call as he heads it in. He's kicking off the right hand side with his left foot, so floated in around the square would seem to be the language we should use. The floating in has been done, it is around the square, and the goalkeeper grabs it superbly, and that's good play by James O'Connell as he works it out. Good play by the Macroom as we come to half time. 27 first half minutes gone. Kildorrery leading by a point, 4 points to 3. Macroom having scored with about 13 minutes in this match, and now who has it? Only Andrew O'Brien once again. How long he can keep going at this pace I couldn't tell you, but he has found a man over the far side of the field as Kildorrery go attacking. It's sent inside. There's an opportunity here, but will be cut off rather easily there. Monaghan will be a bit disappointed about that one, and away they come. The men from Macroom coming more and more into the match, and right now the roving player that is Tony Dineen, who's come out the field, and Dineen is driving forward. This is a good play by him as he finds Olin Murphy inside the corner, out 45 metres out. Now he has to come to take position. He gives it to Gary Morris, and Gary Morris launches it forward, but I don't think that's going to find the target. It's going to be a wide ball, and that is wide number 6 with 4 minutes of injury time to be added on to the minute and a half that's of normal time that's left here in Páirc in the first game that we're watching. It's the intermediate football final between Macroom and Kildorrery. Kildorrery still leading by a point.
Yeah, and it's quite a good game, probably. A lot of good movement to the players. I think Macroom, a bit like Ross Carby last night, would be disappointed. They've kicked 6 wide. They've had good chances, but they've kicked the ball wide. No, I suppose in fairness they're willing to have a go, but I think you have to remember that Macroom had 3 points to 1 up. Now it's 4 points to 3, so Kildorrery will be happy with the second quarter of the half.
Yeah, and I noticed that David White certainly is in some pain right now, and I would imagine that's contributing to Macroom coming more and more into the game. The man that has it though is David Gould. He's the Macroom man from an impossible angle. Gould kicks it. Is it going to land between the posts? Is it going to be another wide? It's another wide, and certainly Kildorrery are under the cosh right now, and I'm just watching down there where the very influential David White has been moved into full forward since that injury. He was the guy that caught the ball there a couple of minutes ago, found it hard to get away from his marker when he's received that injury. He's obviously playing a little bit of havoc with him, and wouldn't it be some disaster for the Kildorrery men if injuries were going to be the reason why they weren't able to capitalise on their great day. The kick out, it's Andrew O'Brien is telling the goalkeeper to send it out his direction. He ain't too worried that he's marking Fintan goal, and this time the goalkeeper decides to land it down the centre. 65 metres out from his goal it lands into the hands of the man waiting ground for it is Shane Fitzgerald, and Shane Fitzgerald getting away. He got it as far as John Howard. I think that has it. John Howard now from Kildorrery, and Howard's indeed inside. Who's going to gather this one? I'll tell you, Monaghan gathered it. How he got that I never know. Then he lays it off here, and then the shot coming in, and then over the bar it is from Eamon O'Connor, and the man that made it was Monaghan. O'Connor finished it off and over the bar without any great aplomb, and it's a 2-point match. And all of a sudden Macroom had 4 or 5 attacks. They got nothing out of theirs. 1 attack for Kildorrery, the ball over the bar. Sometimes you look and be in, whether it is or not. It's 5 points to 3 in favour of Kildorrery right now, and 3 more minutes of injury time to go, Jim.
Yeah, I guess even though Kildorrery had to put David White in full forward and put Michael Monaghan out centre forward, that won't affect him an awful lot. But what Kildorrery are succeeding in doing is getting the final ball to a player in a good scoring position. Macroom are trying to score from angles or from far out, and they're having a lot of wides because of that.
Now it's Kildorrery cut it off again. What a man. It's Andrew O'Brien. He has gathered it over down the far side of the field and taking a return pass. Can he get forward? Some fella tried to lay him out and has failed at the moment, but held him up sufficiently that he had to hand pass the ball off as far as John Howard. John Howard across here. Who's going to go for this one, I wonder? We'll just keep an eye here. Oh, beautiful pick up by Richie McIntyre, and he throws it inside. The goalkeeper will be equal to the challenge. And away Macroom go now in the person of Rory Buckley over there. Buckley give it out as far as Gary Morris, who has come from deep territory to collect this one behind his own 45-metre line. He's still a beautiful ball up the line, but it should be cut off. It is cut off at the expense of a sideline ball right in the middle of the park. The cover stand side of the field, and Macroom stand over it, and they have 2 minutes to go to the half-time whistle right now. They've scored 3 points to Kildorrery's 5. That could change considerably. Oh, what a wonderful catch, and Gould is on his way. Surely foul, and will the referee call somebody over? Because David Gould gathered that one superbly. He was heading his way towards goal. Somebody put out the hand and did an ankle trip, so I'd imagine that a card could follow an incident like that. Gould was off. The free is going to be in, and it's The last time the Macroom scored was about 17 minutes ago, and an opportunity for them right now. Gould is the man that's going to take it. He well capable of putting it over the bar, and so far in this championship we're checking his identity. He's got about 1 goal and 8 points, and he has knocked this one over. They'll be happy about that. Coming to half time, the Macrompies have brought it back to a point match, 5 points to 4. Noel Scobie Toomey, he's the team coach. He was on the team at 1990 at corner forward. Coleman Corrigan won a county championship and intermediate championship in 82 when they defeated Bandon in 90. I'm not too sure who they defeated, but he was playing full back at that in 1990, midfield in 1982. Brendan Keneally was the team coach of the 90 team, and Alan O'Shea, who was a player, probably should have been playing today except for injury, and the final man in charge of the cornerback of the 90 side, the great Noel Creedon. The kick out is on his way. Morris rising and gathering it at the second time, but then he loses it, where it's taken forward by Mickey Walsh, Ruby's cousin, or is Ruby his cousin? Maybe we should be describing it as they're a free end, not according to the rate. And he blows the half-time whistle. Half-time here in the Evening Echo sponsored Intermediate Football Championship final. Nothing at all between them. Jim Kildorrery leading by a point, 5-4.
Yeah, 5 points to 4. The game very well balanced. I think the big difference is that I think the Kildorrery forwards have a bit more method in the forward line. When they get their scoring chance, they're probably in front of the goal. Also 3 excellent free, 245 and excellent free from Andrew O'Brien. But I think Macroom will be disappointed. They've kicked 7 wides to 3 for Kildorrery, and they won't be too happy about that. But the game very well balanced. The better team should be capable of coming out here and winning. As we said, Paddy, there's no conditions are fantastic. There's no wind, no rain, so there won't be any. It won't be favouring anyone in the second half.
Yeah, they have the toss of Jim Nolan. By the way, at half-time here, there's going to be the new version of this Go Games 11-a-side matches. 2 of them going on between a team from Macroom and team from Kildorrery. The